Good morning, Facebook. I'm Erica Fernandez with CCISD Communications, and we are live in the classroom today in Miss Andrea Tuman's math class at Weber Elementary School. So thanks so much for watching. Miss Tuman, tell us, what exactly are you guys learning today?
Today we're going to be talking about multiplication and division word problems. We're talking about single-step and multi-step word problems as well.
Okay, and so this is the third grade class. So this is kind of where they start learning the harder, the math where I struggled in. Longer division, fractions, things like that. So how are you going about teaching the lesson today?
So we are very hands-on with everything. We do lots of practice with it. We do small groups, and anything where they need more help at, they're going to come with me. And we have workstations that focus on those things as well.
Okay, and so what's the goal of today's lesson?
So they are still working on making sure that they can master the two-step, multi-step word problem and knowing what operation to use. So that's the big thing.
And we saw a little bit of this small group that you're talking about in another Live in the Classroom we did a couple weeks ago. So what's the purpose of that?
Just to really focus in on that kid that needs that really one-on-one attention, to make sure that they are getting that really hardcore intervention, to make sure that they are understanding the concept.
All right, well, we're going to go ahead and step back and let you take over. Awesome. This is Miss Tuman's math class.
Thank you. All right, Weber. Awesome. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to start with our number talk. My peeps, you should be ready with your boards and your markers and erasers. All right, today we're going to still be talking about our one-step, two-step word problems. Remember, one step, only one equation. Two-step, more than that. Okay? All right, so don't forget your toolkits. They are there for you to be using. They're not there for decorations, guys. So if you ever use it or need it, make sure you're grabbing it. All right, here's our number talk. All right, so if you're thinking, what should your hand signal be looking like? Right here, perfect. If you're ready to rock and roll, what should your hand be looking like? Perfect. If you have one more strategy than the one I showed, you're right here. And if you're agreeing dude or dudette, what are you doing? Perfect. All right, here we go, guys. Now, it says Keith shaded squares on a piece of grid paper right here. Each square represents 1 square inch. How many more square inches of light gray are shaded than dark gray? Now, before you do anything, I see Nee pointing to something. Nee, what are you pointing to? Our math operations. We're looking to see any numbers or any signal words in our equation to help us figure out what are we going to do right here. Now, I just read the equation. We're going to do our 3 reads. So we're going to see what is our problem about. So what is our problem about, guys? Keith? Perfect. Okay, our second read, what are we going to do? What are we trying to figure out? Beautiful. And our third read, what is the important information? We really don't have numbers this time. What do we have?
The chart.
The picture of it, right? The representation of it. Got it. Now, say it again. And the word each. Beautiful. Now, since we're bosses, are we going to count these squares one by one?
No.
No, we don't have time for that, right? What could we do with this problem right here? Not even that. I want you to talk to your tables really quickly. How else could we find the answer to this? Oh. Okay, back in 3, 2, and 1. I heard lots of really good ways, efficient ways to figure out our answer. We don't count them one by one. So what are we going to do? Lena, what was your answer? An array. What does that mean? What is an array?
That's an array.
That is an array. And how are we going to figure that out, Lena?
By making the array of how many square units there are.
Now, are we doing the total array, or are we doing 2 different equations? 2 different equations. Okay, so I want you to talk with your tables, and I want you to try to figure out, what would this array right here be, the light gray? Talk to your tables. Okay? What would our equation look like?
5 times 10.
Okay, 5 times 10. So write that down. That's the first part of our equation, 5 times 10. 5 times 10. All right, bosses, what does that mean? 5 times 10, what is that? 50. 50. So write your number down. Are we finished? We're all done? We're ready to rock and roll? No, we still need the other step, the multi-step. Now, talk to your peeps at your table. What would this second equation be? Write it down. Talk to your peeps. 5 times 3. Yeah, write the answer. All right, bosses, back in 3, 2, and 1. What is 5 times 3?
15.
We're done with the equation. That's it. What?
How many more?
Oh, so what does that mean we're going to do? What's our next part we're going to do?
Subtract it. Subtract.
Are we going to get a bigger number or are we going to get a smaller number? Smaller number. So if we're going to do our next equation, how are we going to set this up? What should be on the very top? 50. Okay, so put that on there for me. 50. And you looked at our operations and we know that we're going to subtract this, so we got to see. Don't solve the equation yet. Ready? I want to solve with you. Okay, now you have 50 minus 15. Okay, what is our first strategy that we're going to do? Oh, y'all are missing our first step, our lines. There we go. We got to make sure all of our place values are lined up. Okay, now, bosses, what do we do next? Is it?
No.
What do we do? Okay, we have to borrow. So that 5 becomes a what?
4.
And the 0 becomes a?
10.
And what do we do next? Now we're ready to subtract. All right, show me, bosses. What is that going to be?
35.
Now, what does 35 represent in our equation here? Then, there we go, bosses. All right, ready, set, show me what you got. Let me see. Beautiful, magical, and fantastic. All right, bosses, erase. All right, you ready for the next one?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. Now, this is where we're going to have a conversation. Ready? So you can put the tops on your markers for a second. Your eyeballs up at the front. Ready? Now, I have a number line right here, and there's no answers that could be wrong right here. This is you just telling me what you see, what you notice, what you think. Got it? So if my number right here is 111, what is a possible answer that I could put right here? What could come before that? And there's not a wrong answer. You just have to be able to tell me why you think that. Anya, what do you got? Okay, why are you saying 110? Okay, and I see Liana doing the she agrees do that right here. Okay, do we have any other ones that could possibly be right here? What do you got, Lena?
Maybe 101.
100. Ooh, so why did you say 101?
Because maybe they're going by 10.
Oh, boss lady, obsessed. Anybody think of that one? No? A couple of dudes right here, got it? No, what do you got?
Maybe it's going by 2. Maybe the next one is 109.
Oh, did anybody think of that one right there? No? Got a couple of green dudes and dudettes? Any other ones? All right, bosses, very nice. All right, that's our number talk for today. There was another one right there that they had. They did 101 like our boss lady over here. Okay? All right, so our PMGT time. So right now, my peeps, you have tables. 1 is working. Make sure you have your units in for the day. We're going to work on our rotations. If you have folders, where are you at? At your desk. If you are, let's see, enrichment, where are you at? You can be at the back table. Enrichment peeps, who are you? That's table 5. You can be back there. My game peeps, I want to see you at tables. And skill of the week, at desk. So if you are finished with your dream box, your first rotation, then you're getting into your second rotation. I will be meeting with peeps about goals in a second. I will be meeting with peeps for goals. So if you have a cone out, I'm meeting with you. First meeting in with my goals, then we'll start with our small groups. I'm walking around to see who has those cones. Make sure you have your goal binder out for me. All right, Miss Herring, what do we got right here? What are you working on?
I worked on, I think,
Subtraction, bingo. Why are you working on that one?
because I'm on 1.0.
1.0. Show me in your goal binder. Let me see. Okay. Okay, so how did this go?
It went pretty good.
It went pretty good. Which one? Let's find it.
It's,
This one's reading.
oh,
Let's see. So you're doing this one right here.
okay.
So which one of these things did you do? This is paper, pencil? And how did it go?
Good.
What was something that was hard about it?
The bingo part.
The bingo part? And what was something that was easy about it?
The math part.
The math part? Okay. So did you write in your paper right here? So we need to write paper, pencil right here. And we checked in with Miss Tuman, and you're ready to rock and roll. Today's date. All right. So make sure you glue this into your journal, and make sure you put paper, pencil right here for me, okay? Good job, boss lady. Good job. Meeting with some of my peeps right here. Cones. All right, here we go.
So one is in my goal binder, and then one is right there.
Okay. So what were you working on?
So the first one was, I'm trying to find it.
Okay.
One.
All right, so how did this one go? Why are you working on context clues?
Because I haven't mastered it yet.
You haven't mastered it yet? Okay. And how did it go? Did you have any hiccups, any problems?
No.
No? It was all too easy?
Yeah.
I need to make it harder now for you, right? Yeah? What are you going to pick for your next one for context clues?
Actually have two.
You have two? Okay, perfect.
And my other one is right here.
Okay. All right. And how did that one go?
It was kind of hard because you had to figure out what the word means.
Yeah.
in a sentence.
Okay. And let's look over one. Ready? So it says, what word could replace preceded in the reading passage?
Because,
How did you figure that one out
okay.
for preceded right here? For this
Because I
one.
could, because it said rotting, and I can tell that they said that it means like it was kind of gross.
Oh, so you're telling me about revolting, okay? And so you used the context clues, and you told me what was helping you with that one? Rotting, and what else?
Rotting and then rotten.
Very nice, boss lady. All right, let's get you signed in for your, where's your menu at?
Oh, it's right here. The word.
Are you gonna still work on context clues for this next one? You need to put paper, pencil, or what was that one?
Paper, pencil, one.
Paper, pencil, one? Got it. All right, boss lady, we're almost there. We're almost mastering. You got a couple more steps, and you're ready to rock and roll. All right, so meet one more menu, and then we'll meet again, okay?
Okay,
All right.
then I'll do that.
Yes, that's right, boss lady. All right, dude, what's going on? What did you work on?
I didn't work on anything. I'm just
Okay.
checking in for my goal.
So you met your 6 goals. All right, boss man. So we did handwriting, we did science, we made our reading. What is that one?
Workstation.
Your workstation. So what are you going to get?
I guess get something after $15.
Perfect. All right, dude. So what are you working on right now?
I am working on skill of the week, and I'm working on multiplication search because I gotta get a little bit better at multiplication.
All right, boss. I hear you. I hear you. All right, dude. So you're doing a great job. I'm going to come back. We'll do your reward after in a little bit. All right, my first group of peeps, Brent, Harain, Liana, and Reese. You're bringing yourself, your pencil, and your glue. Yeah. It's all right. I'll put it right here. Come on. Yep. All right, here we go. No, I have one right here that you can use. All right. Reese, let's go, dude. Reese, Harain, Liana. And y'all are going to have to split over here because this is where my, scoot over a little bit. Brent.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, we are working on number 7. And why are we working on number 7?
Because we got it wrong on our test.
And we're going to make sure we don't let that happen again, right? Okay, so we're still working on those 1-step, 2-step word problems. This one was a tricky one, so I understand why you may have missed it, but we're never going to let that happen again, right? We're rock stars. All right, so here we go.
Would you like us to glue it in?
Yeah, glue it in for me really quickly. Hurry, Reese. Okay, all right. So anytime that we have a word problem, what is the first thing we're going to do? First, read it all the way, and then we're going to do our 3 reads. Perfect. All right, here we go. Let's read. Ready? Okay. Wanda traveled on an airplane 3 times last year. How many times?
3.
3. Okay. In January, she traveled 278 miles. How many miles did she travel?
278.
Perfect. In April, she traveled 652 miles. How many miles?
662.
52, okay. And in September, she traveled 767. How many did she travel?
767.
Okay, now here's our question. It says, how many more miles did Wanda travel in January and April combined than she traveled in September? Now that we've read it all the way through, now we're going to do our 3 reads. Ready? First read. What is our problem about? Wanda. What about Wanda?
She traveled 3 times on an airplane.
She traveled on an airplane. Perfect. Do we need to have all of those things circled? No, just what's important to us, right? Second read. What are we trying to figure out?
How many more miles did Wanda travel in January and April combined than she traveled in September?
Beautiful. So we're going to underline that because that's our question and that's what we need to answer. And then our third read. What is the important information in our question right here? Is that important? Yes.
278 and 652.
Beautiful. Those are all important information. Did they give us extra information this time? No, they just gave plain Jane information. Now, is there any signal words that they gave us right here? Look at the operations. More, okay. Any other one? I see a big signal word. Many. What else?
More.
There's a big one. It starts with a C. Starts with a C, and it's
Combine.
on our combine. And what does combine mean over there? Look at our operations. That we're going to add something. What are we going to add?
652 and 278.
Because it says January and April combined. So we're going to box combine because that is our star signal word right there.
Should we box and too?
Yes, that's a signal word. Okay? So that's our first part of our equation. We know January and April combined. So is our number going to get smaller or bigger? Bigger, okay? And then, what is it saying when she says, then traveled in September? What are we going to do with September?
Oh, that's the number that we want to figure out how much more.
Okay? All right, so let's see this. Ready? Here we go. All right, so here's our equation. Ready? I need my marker. Oh, my marker's right in front of me. All right, here we go. Ready, dudes and dudettes? All right, so we have our number right here. So we have January and April combined, and we figured out that that's going to be an addition problem. So let's set that up. Ready? So January and April is going to be 278. And what's April's number?
652.
652.
Draw
Lines, boxes. And now we're ready to start adding. Ready? Here we go. Ready? 8 plus 2.
10.
Can we do a double digit there?
No. The zero says the 1 carries.
We got to carry it over. Ready? 1 plus 7 is? 8 plus 5 is?
14.
What is it?
13.
Okay. Carry it over. 1 plus 2 is?
3.
1 plus 2 is?
3.
3 plus 6 is?
9.
What's our total?
930.
We're finished.
No.
Yes, we are.
No.
Is this a multi-step or single step?
Multi-step.
Okay, so what are we going to do now?
Carry it over.
Carry it over. So let's move our number over. Okay, I'm going to scoot your folder over just a smidgen. Thank you. Okay, so what number are we carrying over?
930 and
What does 930 represent?
our total.
Our total from what? January and February. Okay, now,
I think we're gonna minus that with.
oh, what are you
September.
thinking? With September, right? Okay, so here we go. So September's, we're carrying our number over 930. And then what's September's number?
777.
And why are we putting 930 on top?
Oh, because that's our number that we have down here.
That's our total, and it's also the bigger number. Okay, what are we going to do next, bosses?
It's the bigger.
Oh, not yet. Lines?
Is the bigger number on top?
No.
No.
Is the bigger number on top?
No.
Is the bigger number on top? Yes.
Yes. All right, that 9 becomes a,
8.
that 3 becomes a,
13.
and stop. Okay, what do we do next?
We restart.
We restart.
Is the bigger number on top?
No.
Is the bigger number on top?
Yes.
Okay.
That 13 becomes a 12, and the 10 becomes a.
The
I mean,
0
the
becomes,
becomes a 10.
and then what do we do next, bosses?
Is the bigger number on top? Yes. Bigger number on top? Yes. Bigger number on top?
Yes.
Now we're ready to subtract. All right, bosses, I'm going to let you figure that last number out, and I'm going to go check on our peeps real quick. How's it coming, Kenny? Got it? We good? We rocking and rolling?
166.
You did? I can't wait to see it. All right, who's winning? Oh, y'all are kind of just tied right there right now. Somebody almost won right there. Ah. Okay. All right, bosses. What did y'all come up with?
163.
All right, and how could we check that answer?
All right, Facebook, you've been live in the classroom here at Andrea Tuman's math class, and we're going to go ahead and wrap this up. And remember, you can watch these back on our Facebook page at any time you want. Have a great day.
So lines, boxes. Who's ready? Lines and boxes. 7 plus 3 is what?
10.
Carry over. 1 plus 6 is